Morning, buddy.
How
Good.
are you?
Man, is it sticky out here this morning
It's a
or
little
what?
humid. Yeah.
Woo-wee, heat advisory in effect.
Absolutely.
Be ready for it. Stay hydrated today.
Okay.
I see you got a Fairway Wood in your hand.
Yeah.
Tough club to hit for many of us.
It is, and a common factor is that you top the ball, and the ball, you hit that ball and it just rolls down the fairway.
So frustrating.
You got to do it again, right?
You got to go walk 15 feet ahead and do it all over again, and then you're totally paranoid.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
There's two things I think you should understand why you top the ball, and there's a couple of reasons. There's more than just a couple of reasons, but two main reasons that I see is that we swing too hard. Just simple as that. Is that we swing too hard and our arms then start to buckle. They start to buckle right at impact. And then if you can get a close up to the ball, when we hit and we buckle, the leading edge of that blade hits the top of the ball or the middle of the ball, the equator of the ball, and it rolls.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's just a couple of things that I would do and just work on with somebody. It's just to relax the arms through impact, and make sure they extend.
Down the line through the ball.
Sure.
Just with smooth tempo. You don't have to hit it hard. That club's going to make that ball go.
The club is long enough, like a driver. Same thing with the driver. People think the longer the club, they need to swing harder.
Yeah.
But if you buckle those arms, things happen. We get tense. And then we might get a little bit of a chicken wing with that left elbow starting to lead.
Gotcha.
The other thing, too, is that you may be 225 out,
right,
and you really want to see that ball get there, and we peak. I see that we peak. We look a little bit too early before we even hit the ball.
I'm going to watch this pretty shot.
And then up we go, and then where is it? You're looking down on the ground again, and it's rolling around.
You're looking at your golf partner saying, where'd it go?
Right.
Where'd it go? It's right at your feet.
Yeah. So relax the arms.
Okay.
Let them just go out and extend. So a little drill is just to take little swings, finish right here.
One of the best things that I do is play a playing lesson with my pro. And a lot of times when you're 225 out, this may not be the right club.
Might not be.
I mean, do you work with your students a lot on how to approach the game?
The mental game.
Course management?
Course management, absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of times it might be better to take a 6-iron and a wedge, right?
Especially on 5-iron. Why go to it?
Right.
And just lay up, maybe have a little 100-yard shot into the green.
Right.
And then you're putting for birdie anyway.
That's something that this guy could help you a lot with. What's going on upstairs as well as what you can do with your golf clubs, that's for sure. China, she wasn't here last week.
Right.
You've got to go double time with her, let her catch up. What are we working on today?
Well, last week we talked about the 6 positions of the golf swing where you can freeze. I want to focus on one position today, and that's the impact position. So come on up here. She's got a broom in her hand right now. Yeah. I just want you to just demonstrate how you sweep.
At home?
Sweep at home, right. Excellent.
I thought she was going to say she doesn't sweep.
Oh, okay.
I sweep.
But what
That's
you're
James's
doing,
job.
No,
what she's doing is she's keeping the hands ahead as she sweep. You don't sweep like this.
Give them a cross section there.
Okay.
Turn towards the camera so they can see the hands
You're
ahead.
sweeping ahead. The hands are staying ahead, but you don't sweep like this with the wrists.
Right.
So that's one thing we really don't want to do with the golf swing. So why don't you grab this club?
Okay.
And then you're going to come on over, and I just want you to get to that position of those hands ahead. Okay, so lean ahead, put those feet right there, and you're going to have that feeling. This is where your impact position is, right when you hit the golf ball. So the weight's on the left side, hands are ahead. You don't want to do this with the wrists, okay? So when you get to that position, and then you're just going to follow through, all the weight still continues right there. So a little drill that we can do is to put all of your weight onto the left leg, all right? And with a little rotation, now I just want you to take the club up and down, and then up and down, and then up and hit and hold. Okay? Do that 3 times. It's just a little pump drill. Keep the weight there. 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. 2. And then hit down and extend. So the arms are extended. So you want to hit, hold, but we don't want to unfold.
I need to sharpen up.
Okay?
1 week, my goodness.
Tell you what,
I can't take any time off.
This game's about practice.
Oh my
It
goodness.
is. Another great feeling of an impact is to put a towel right on the housel of the club and just drag it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta really push those hands ahead,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
you don't want to flip the wrists.
Because the
So it's another good feeling.
moment of impact is when it really counts, and you want your hands ahead of that club head.
Moment of impact, right?
Yeah, compressing that ball.
Hands ahead, weight ahead,
Right.
body ahead.
And then
And the
rotate
divot
towards,
ahead.
then
Yep.
rotate towards the target
With a
with
good
your
finish.
belt buckle, John.
I'm not taking off
Bob
another Thursday.
Bob Toski said, hit, hold, but don't unfold.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
little
I like
rhyme.
Toss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff from Ohio, outside of Columbus.
Yeah.